My name is Abigail. I'm a 27-year-old married woman with one kid. If you're watching this, it means you're among those that my story will save. I never thought I'd be telling anyone what I'm about to say, but maybe my story can save someone else from going through what I did. I grew up in a small town, raised by my mother, a woman of strong faith and unwavering love. She was the kind of woman who believed that your body and your marriage were sacred, things you protect with everything you have. Abigail, she used to say, once you give yourself away, you might never get yourself back. I never really understood her warning when I was younger. I thought I knew better. I thought I was untouchable. When I met Uche, I thought my life was complete. He was everything I dreamed of: tall, handsome, humble, hard-working. I remember our wedding day like a dream. The way he smiled at me, the way his family welcomed me like their own daughter. I felt safe, loved, and hopeful for the future. For a while, life was perfect. We built our home together. Our little girl, Zara, was born, and I was overwhelmed with joy. Watching her tiny hands and bright eyes made me believe that everything would be okay. Uche was a devoted father and husband. Beside me, a storm was brewing, a restlessness I couldn't explain. The excitement and passion I dreamed of seemed to vanish in the routine of marriage and motherhood. I craved attention, something to remind me that I was still young, still desirable. It started small, a smile here, a compliment there, messages from men who noticed me, listened to me, made me feel alive. I told myself it was harmless, just a little harmless fun. But then the harmless fun turned into secret meetings, lies, and betrayal. The men I met gave me a rush, but it was empty. Each time I came home, I felt heavier, like a secret was crushing my soul. I knew I was risking everything, my marriage, my family, my future, but I couldn't stop. Then the sickness began. Zara started getting fevers, losing weight, becoming weak. The doctors said it was nothing serious at first, but then they ran tests. The day we got the results, I felt the ground fall beneath me.
Uche didn't yell, he didn't cry, he sat silently for days, broken. Then he looked at me and said, "I won't leave you. For Zara, for us I'm here, but Abigail, I am broken." That night, I realized the cost of my actions, the pain I caused those I loved most. If you're still watching till this stage, kindly hit the subscribe button, like this video, and drop your thought in the comment section. The days after the diagnosis were some of the hardest I've ever faced. Every morning I woke up hoping it was all a nightmare, but it wasn't. The reality hit me like a heavy stone in my chest. I watched my little Zara, so fragile and confused, taking her medication, tiny pills that she didn't understand but had to swallow to stay alive. Sometimes she cried, asking why she had to take those medicines when other kids didn't. How do you explain something like that to a 4-year-old? Uche became my rock, even when I felt I didn't deserve his support. He helped me organize our lives around the treatment schedule, made sure Zara went to her doctor appointments, and held my hand when the fear was too much. But I could see the sadness in his eyes, the way his shoulders slumped when he thought I wasn't looking. My mother came to visit often. At first I was ashamed, afraid she'd be angry or disappointed, but she wasn't. She only prayed and reminded me gently that there was still hope. "Abigail, my daughter," she said one evening as she sat beside me, "God's grace is bigger than your mistakes, but now you must fight with everything you have." Her words gave me strength I didn't know I had. I began treatment, swallowing pills every day, attending support groups with others living with HIV. Hearing their stories of pain, survival, and hope helped me understand I was not alone, that this disease was not the end of the world if you fought for your life. But the stigma outside our home was suffocating. I couldn't tell my friends. I kept my secret locked away, fearing judgment and rejection. Some people whispered, others stared. The shame was a constant companion, sometimes worse than the sickness itself. Every time I looked at Uche and Zara, I felt a deep ache, a mixture of love, guilt, and regret. I knew I had failed them, and myself. I wished I could turn back time, undo the reckless choices, protect my family the way I should have. But wishing wasn't enough. I had to live with the consequences. I had to be strong not just for me, but for them. Some nights, the weight of it all crushed me. I cried alone in the dark, asking God why this had to happen. But then I reminded myself, God's grace had brought me this far. Maybe He still had a plan for me.
So I'm telling you my story now. Because it matters. Because I want you to understand how easily one moment of carelessness can change everything. How important it is to guard your body, your marriage, and your family. HIV is not a death sentence. If you discover it early or feel strange symptoms you can't explain, don't wait. Contact your doctor immediately. You are not alone. Please, learn from my mistakes. Don't chase empty shadows of excitement. Protect yourself. Protect the people you love, and if you fall, don't stay down. As for me, every day is a gift. Every pill I take, every smile from Zara, every prayer with Uche, they remind me that I'm still here, still fighting. Only the grace of God will decide my tomorrow, but today I choose to live.